Hey everyone, welcome to Sync Programming. Today, in the last part, we have learned that this pop-up model or pop-up that shows on the screen when you click on the image. This is the fifth and the final part of a custom gallery. So today we are going to learn how to traverse these images or how to route these images. When you click on the next button, it will go to the next image. When you click on the previous button, it will go to the previous image. So yeah, now getting into a coding part. So now we are going to do some bit more. We are going to add a little bit more functionality in the pop-up window. So into the new image.onload function, we are going to make the next in the previous button now. So let's get started. So how to make the buttons? So let next or new pre button. So we are going to make a new pre button, means previous button equals to document.getElement by id, create element. It will be a anchor tag, so it will be a link, so that when we click on that link, it will travel to the previous image, and in the next button, when we click on the next button link, it will travel or traverse to the next image. So now, so new pre button equal to document or create element, and same for the next button also. So now I'm going to give the text into this button. So let button prev text equals to document dot get element, not get element, create text node. It will be prev. So this will create a text node into the buttons, means this will enter a text into this anchor tag, and it will be like whatever text we write. Like in the prev, we will be writing prev, and into the next we are writing next. Now the next thing will be, we are going to give a class also to these buttons. So new pre button dot append. I will just append this button to the button prev next. I will just append this text to the button, so that we will now can see this text into this button, because I have appended it as child. So next button dot append child button next text. So yeah, the name is little weird. So now these buttons aren't visible because we haven't appended these buttons onto the new image window that pops up when we click on the image. So now we need to append these two buttons on the window also. So container.append child. Container is the window that we have created when we click on the button. So we need to append these two buttons to this container. Same for the next button also. Now, yeah. Now I think so these buttons will be visible onto the screen. Look at this when I click on the image. Yeah, still these buttons are not available. What's more we need to do is, we need to specify the position of these buttons, means where these buttons will be seen on the screen or visible on the screen. So we need to specify the position. So still that we are going to add a class. So to set attribute class, the class will be new image or img pre. So this means the new image will be there, and the new image will be the previous image. And now next thing will be set attribute id. On click, not id. The on click will be the function that will run when we click on these buttons. So the simple function that will be running is change image. Change image means when we click on the previous button, the function will take the argument 0, in on the previous button, and when we click on the next button the function will take the argument as 1. So I will be just doing that afterwards, but before that I'm just going to give a style dot css text, and this would be, this text will be like left. So we are going to now give this buttons as position. So from the left it will be the calculate image width that we have calculated using the window width and image width. So we are going to give this from the left hand side and also from the right hand side, the distance from left and right on the side. So buttons now will be visible on the screen having distance from the left side also and from the right side also, the distance that we have calculated in the variable, the calculation made with variable. Now just have a look. Before that I am just going to change the class name for the next also, and giving the argument is 1 whenever someone clicks on the next button, and it will be from the right. Yeah, perfect. Now I think so we don't need to. When I click on these buttons, still not visible on the screen. What's the missing thing that we need to do? Just having a look at the CSS also. Yeah, we need to style these buttons so that we can see it on the screen. So we need to have a proper button type styling on this anchor tag so that it can be seen on the screen. So now we are styling the previous and next buttons. Styling will just give them a proper button type shape, and its position will also be there. So now styling the next button will be display will be something block, and padding will be 6 pixels and 10 pixels. So and border radius will be 4 pixels. So this is the basic padding. If you don't know how to style a button, then please you can go to my channel. It has the buttons tutorial also. Then in the CSS, there you can just learn some styling, and yeah, you can style the button. So this is just a tutorial. Yeah, the main thing, the position should be fixed, so it will not be, the buttons will not be fluctuating from time to time as we click on the different images. So position should be fixed. It should not be relative, it should not be absolute, it should be fixed and doesn't depend upon the screen, whether screen is short or big. The cursor should be pointer. So yeah, this is the basic thing, the CSS that you should know if you are if you have given some time in the web development. The color should be white. These you can just pick up. I have picked up the white color because it is easily visible on the black screen. Now look, both the buttons are there on the left hand side only, so I need to style the right button or specify a particular button that is on the right hand side also. So now the font size will be little bit larger as compared to what we have seen now, the 28 pixel font size, and text transform should be uppercase. So both the buttons will be capitalized in text. Next button, now we can see only next button because we have just styled the next button only. Now we need to style the previous button also. So just copying, or I will just copy all this code because both buttons should be. Before that, when someone hovers on the next button, it will reduce its opacity so that it will look nice actually. When it will be looking like a hoverable effect that the button is hovered. Now I will just copy this both the code and changing the name from next to brief, just checking the names are same or not. Yeah, It is new image pre, not priv. And pre, oh, hover, I have not given the hover functionality. Afterwards I will give. Checking now. Yeah, still both the buttons are at the same position, I think so. So we need to change the position, so giving it pre now before the hover. Yeah, still we cannot see the previous button. Still only the next button is there. So what's the error? I need to find what's the error going on in this code, that only the next button is seen on the screen, not the previous one. Now in the JavaScript, what I have done is wait for a minute. I am just going to find this out, and this will be in front of you only, so you just need to wait for some time. I will just change the calculate image h pixel. I will just give it without any space. Yeah, that was the error. So the pixel, yeah, when we write it in the CSS, the pixel don't need a space now. So this is new error that is coming in front of us. So buttons are not removed, so we need to remove the button once the window is closed. Now the same thing that we did with the windows, I will just take this class button classes and just write dot remove function. Dot remove function is the function that removes the class from the buttons. It will remove the class from the button, so that now buttons will be removed from the screen when we close them. So look, well, open the window, it will be there, and when I close the window it will be removed. Look, and it is now perfectly aligned also. Now we need to change the image using this button. So when we click on the previous button, it will go to the previous image, and when we click on the next one, it will be going to the next image. So we need to make this function the change image function that we have specified when on the on click of these buttons, and it will take an argument as 0 and 1. So function change image img, and now it will be change direction, and it will take the argument change direction as 0 and 1. So document dot query selector, I will take both these buttons, or I will take just current image class ID. So whichever image it will be flipping on, previous image or the next image, the ID will be given to that image. So that image will be current image from the ID. So first of all, I am just going to remove this ID from the particular image that is currently there, and at the last of this function I will just append this ID to the new image that is being popping up using these two buttons. So let's get image window. So image window will be document.query selector .img window. So image window, in the previous video only we have defined the image window, what is image window and how we are appending the image on the image window. So we have just taken this image window from its class. So if change direction is 1 means if we have pressed the next button. So this if condition tells us that if we have pressed the next button. So before that we also need to initialize some more variables. So get image window dot append, or sorry, not dot append, we need to do this like let new image, not new image window. This will be document dot create Yeah, we need to create a element as img. So yeah, when we click on both these buttons, a new image needs to be in front of us. So yeah, we need to create an empty image element so that we will give the src to this image element, and this src will be of the new image. So that's the logic. Isn't it really simple? That yeah, we need to implement it in the code, but if I have told this, it would be really simple. Get image window dot append child new image. So now we have appended the image tag or image tag only to this in image window element. Means now image suppose a blank image is only there. Now we need to provide the src to that image so that that image will look like something previous or next. Hence, let calculate image means we need to calculate the new image. So if the change direction is 1, the new image will be get latest image. Now you know the get latest image is like here. We have provided the index to that get latest image. Sorry, latest image. Yeah, the latest image is the index that is there, and now image name will be images, that will be array, the array of images that we have defined. Images to calculate new image, the image name will be like that, dot, sorry, not dot. So image name will be images calculate new image, and if if get latest image will be equals to images dot length, means the latest image is the last image, then we need, sorry, length minus 2 means the image is the last image, then we need to make the calculate new image as 0, because while traversing, if the last image is there, then if we press next, then we need to start from the 0 only. Simple. So image name equals to images calculate new image, the same step that we need to do. Else if we don't need to write the if, because but still on a safer side we can write the if change direction is 0. So if change direction is 0, then the same thing, but it will be a different logic. So calculate new image will be -1, get latest image -1, and the image name will be same because it depends on the calculate new image variable. And if the get latest image is 0, means it is the first image, and when someone clicks on the previous button, that means it should be jumped to the last one. So yeah, so calculate image new image will be get latest image, image just dot length -2. So this will be the last image. Yeah, so images is an array. This array must have some length, and to get the last image it has to be subtracted by 2. Now image name equal to images, the same step that we need to repeat. I know it is a little bit longer video because this is the final tutorial or final video that we are going to do. So we need to I need to complete this in this video only. That's why this video had became a little longer as compared to the other ones. So when I click on this image, it is shown the src of this image, but yeah, this is the error. When I click on the next button, the reloader stops and it gives us some error that we have removed the current image id from this image, means the id has been removed. So the new image needs to have this id current image. Look, this is giving us error. Now we need to add this id to the new image that has been there. So first of all we need to have a new image. So what is there? Yeah, current image. Look, this oh, so sorry, this is class. I need to make this ID. That's why it is giving us error also. Checking it again. Next, yeah, there is a blank image, but what images there is still unknown. That's why we need to have a particular image. So we need to have a src of that image. So I will just take the src of the new image that has been formed. So where image URL will be image name.get attribute, and it will be src. So src is an attribute in img tag, as you all know in HTML. So I'm just getting that attribute and setting that attribute in the new image from the old image, from the original image, sorry, not the old image. So set attribute to the new image. Now the image is formed. Now we need to set the attribute of id also, the current image id to this. So id current image, because we need to have a particular definition of current image, which means which current image is still there. So we need to give the id to that image which is currently current image. So I know it is little bit confusing, but this is there, this should be there. Look, so when I click on Joker's image, it will be there. Yes, it's getting traversed using these two buttons, but these buttons aren't changing its position. So if a large image is there, then we need to compromise with the position of these buttons. So now we need to have a particular position of these buttons where all the images aren't getting compromised or aren't getting any bad look. So we need to have a position from the left side and also from the right side. So we'll just decrease its position from the edge. So look, still there, this is same only. We need to give a custom dimensions to this two buttons. So I will just do this -100 more. Look, yeah, it is there. Yeah, now it can be look perfectly. So yeah, this is the custom dimension means. Yeah, but this is the problem. When I click on the small image first, it just starts from there and ends there. Means it is not changing its position from the small image to the large image. So I don't want to use this variable as of now in this buttons. But yeah, look, but when I start from the small dimensioned image, the buttons are getting disturbed or not changing its place. So I will just give the position from left as 300 pixels and from the right also 300 pixels, not using this variable in this position property. Now look, yeah, 300 is also a bit more. We need to give it little less. So I need to give, yeah, but yeah, it is not getting disturbed from small image, but little less position distance distance from the left and right side. 200 will be really good. Yeah, it is fine, but still it is overlapping the image, but it looks fine. But I will just it looks fine. You can also do it little less if you want, and you can also do this custom by using custom dimensions. So yeah, that's it. It is looking fine, not looking a little bit much more overlapping as compared to the previous ones. So that's it for today, guys. I will just check and give you all of my code into the description, and you can view the code and set this code on your PC. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to press the like button also. So thank you guys.